Speaking of Brennan, I asked Brennan a couple weeks, how do you like going as fast as you guys are on offense?
If you watch practice, oh my bad. If you watch practice today, sometimes it sucks because you get tired. But I mean, at the end of the day, once we get in games and then you see like the wear and tear that has on other teams, and you see them start to build down when we're just starting to like get up, I think that's when you like finally like realize like how fast and all that stuff that like we do in practice, it prepares us for the games. So I mean, as much as it may suck doing it in practice because you get tired so much, I don't think teams, as much as you prepare for it, like that's just our style of play. So it's like we don't necessarily change it for other teams, but they'll have to like change to prepare for that.
Looking back to your freshman year in 20 to now, I mean, how have you seen the play calling shift? I mean, how have you seen, I guess, less of a leash taken off of the central part of the offense?
I mean, I think Coach Lynn said early in the year like this might be the fastest receiver group like he's had, and so I think that has a big thing to do with it because I mean we're all fast, so we can all play fast and we all can process things faster and stuff like that. So I think the ability to do that like at a fast pace and a rapid pace, I think that gives him a lot more freedom to call like whatever he wants with all of us on the field.
Being with someone on the same team as Spencer for about 3 years, how have you seen him handle the fast pace so far this year?
He loves it. I mean, he loves going fast. He loves keeping the defense on the heels and stuff like that. And it gives him the advantage because not only can he throw, but he can run. So I think he loves going fast as much as anybody else.
Obviously, the multiplicity of guys that are making plays helps everybody. But how competitive are you guys with making plays?
I mean, it's not like a thing where it's like hating.
No.
But it's like if someone makes a play, then it's like you want to go out and like do the same thing. Like you want to go like JP scored his touchdown and he made those two guys miss. But like all of us on the sideline, like we're like, well, I want to go out and do that same thing. Just like it's kind of like the brother thing.
Anything you can do, I can do better, and just keep building.
So it's like a building thing. Like we want to build off each other, not break each other down. And I think we do a great job of doing that because we all know we're all talented and we all know what we can do. So I think that love for each other that we have on the field, it just excellence.
You see all the guys in practice in the room, how hard they work. How cool was it to see what Stephon did, to see what Kale did, to see Talon get his first touchdown catch? How cool was that?
It's super cool because those guys don't necessarily get a shot as much as the starters and stuff. So when they get in, I mean we all know what they can do because we see it every day at practice. So just for them to show it on a big stage, to us is like no surprise. We're just happy other people are finally like starting to get to see it. So it's really, you feel so proud of them. When
you see a young guy get big catches, make his first big plays, does it bring back memories? Because you're not that far away from having experienced that.
Nah, not necessarily. It doesn't bring in memories for me. I just kind of like to live in the moment for them and let them, live it in as much as they can.
All right, I know it's early to ask this question, but you were a big part of last season, and we all know how the conference championship ended.
Yeah.
How much of that even is thought about this week, or is it just hey, this is Baylor this year? We got. I mean, does the residual of that come back at all?
I think I'd be lying if people. Okay. I think I'd be lying if I said it's not on people's minds, of course. But like I said earlier, like if you use it to your advantage, then it can be a good thing. If you use it as a disadvantage and you start, taking emotions to it, then it could be a disadvantage because you start going into the game playing undisciplined, mad, all these other things. Rather than if you use it to your advantage, and then it brings the team together and they're like collectively like, hey, this is not a rematch with the Big 12. This is a new set of teams. We're going at each other, and it's just try to treat it as much as a normal game as possible with a little bit of an edge.
You played there. It's not the easiest place to play. They put a pretty good atmosphere out.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I played there was COVID, so
it wasn't much that day.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just curious. So, different side of the ball, but I know Brennan Evers also a big speed guy. Off the field, what is he like?
Evers is a great guy. I mean, he loves to. I mean, he'll look out for you. He's like a big brother type. I mean, he just looks out for you. He does things for you, and I like to hang out with him because he likes to talk mess. So it's very competitive when you get around him, just like whether it's games or anything like that.
And it's funny because he's like a big guy, tough guy persona.
No, I'm not.
Tough guy persona. He's got a big kind of mean persona. He's got a mean persona. Is there something about him that is like a soft side to him?
I don't know. That's probably with the girls, but yeah. I wouldn't know all that stuff.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
I think what he was wanting to ask you is he questions whether or not you're the second fastest on the team. I think he said he didn't have a word on that.
Like I said, everybody gonna claim it. We have not got down and raced, so there's not a solid top 5. And even if we do race, it's gonna switch up every single time. He said he's beat me before, but that's a lot. I promise that's a lot.
Now, are you one of those where you have to be racing with or without the pads? Because he pointed out it has to be with the pads. That's because that's how the game's played.
I don't care about the pads. I don't care about if we can go pads or no pads. I don't care about the pads.
Well, and obviously, I know before the season, Coach Dunn mentioned that this is one of the fastest wide receiver cores that he's had top to bottom. I mean, for you, when you hear a statement like that, what do you see in that room that you believe a statement like that from Coach Dunn?
I mean, I see it on a daily basis, like day in and day out. How we're able to practice how the starters in, and then sub the whole group in, and then they get out there and they play the same speed. And so, like, for me, it's good because, you know, once you leave the field, there's no layoff. Like, you don't have to worry about, I don't have to worry about Braylon getting on the field and him playing slow, or, like, you know, Kale getting on the field and him playing slow, or, like, Langston or, like, Boogie, because they all can run and they all can, you know, think and process the game and stuff like that. So there's no layoff when you go from the 1s to the 2.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.